2014, 2015, it took place 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020.
Merry Christmas!
Run the titles.
Hello one and hello all, welcome to another episode of Radio Redux here as part of Last Minute Continue, and of course premiering as always on Radio Sega. It's a special show, one with a lot of wintery, Christmassy, festive music, and can you tell I'm not really feeling this? As I'm recording this, it is Boxing Day. As it happens, I'm about to start cooking what is, I guess, my Christmas dinner, because yesterday for me was bad. Okay, yesterday for me was pretty freaking bad. Number one is the whole, spending Christmas on your own, which I'm sure many have to do as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic and everything that comes with it. But, I mean, yesterday was just an awful day, and it was really hard, to be honest, and I'd taken a lot out of me the last week prior. And you have no idea the effort it took to actually get the last episode of Radio Redux together at the Winter Festival. That took an awful lot out of me. And then the days afterwards at work were kind of really difficult to get through. So this is like a mental health show for me, basically, more than anything. I just want to try and get stuff out, because yesterday there was somebody else here yesterday. There wasn't Kevin. Kevin was just gone, and it's one of those things where you kind of know, you can kind of see it coming. You know when you have a bad, you start off. It starts off on the wrong foot, and you absolutely know. This day is going to be expletive deleted. And not any of the good expletive deleters. So, let's start off. So, earlier in the month, I'd recorded what was like a Christmas story reading for the kids as part of my work. And it was not something that needed to be done, but it was something that I wanted to do. And it's like, so I put that up. And I've worked my arse off on it. I've done a really nice reading. It's something that means a lot to me. I've done all proper kid animation for kids to go alongside it. So it's a mix of live action and animation and all sorts of other things. So I've done that. I've presented it. I've edited it, and I've stuffed it up online. And I've done a bunch of stuff in the morning of Christmas. And lo and behold, I put this up on Christmas Eve, and I do some stuff in the morning on Christmas Day because I'm a good soul. And wanting to make sure that stuff ran right for those people that wanted it. There was Christmas services, virtual Christmas services that where I work were doing, and I wanted to make sure that nobody was going to come in and try and spoil it, because it was a YouTube premiere and Facebook premiere, and it's like you don't want some arsehat coming in and spoiling it for everybody. So I moderated the broadcast basically on the first thing Christmas Day. And I just checked how the videos are doing, and it's like, oh, people aren't really taking much notice of it. Well, that's fine. And then I checked the other page where it was posted, and the team because we'd done we'd recorded a bunch of story readings beforehand for another team where I work, for just for kids' little distractions during lockdown. And I'd sort of put it on their page too, because it's part of that series, and they went and deleted it when they put up their own Christmas wishes. They went and deleted it. So it's like, wow, thanks. So it was like, yeah, you do all that kind of stuff, and you do something nice, and it's not even for them; it's for the kids. And then just like, well, it's not our stuff. We didn't specifically do it. It's like, yeah, but the people who recorded the stuff and did it for you and tagged you and did all this other stuff, it was like, and they've just gone and deleted it. So I was like, oh, okay. And I spent an age Christmas Eve going through, because Facebook was being a bit odd. So I had to go through and do the... right, I wanted to make sure it was like absolutely, as good as it possibly could be for the kids. So I went through and I manually did all. Well, I say manually did. I corrected. So this would be 3 times, because I did the 2 Facebook video postings to the main page and this departmental page, and the YouTube version, because Facebook's really crap at uploading and downloading of subtitles. So I went through and did all the subtitles manually. So I spent an absolute age on that to make sure that it was okay. Everyone else had gone home. I was there for a good sort of 2 hours after everyone went home on Christmas Eve doing this right, and went and deleted it. So that's nice. That's a good way to start the day and completely, just make me feel horrible. So I was going to do a big stream, because it's like, hey, I'm Christmas, I'm on my own. I can't see my girlfriend, I can't see her mum. I've not seen my mum, who's my main family, and my only real family that I converse with on a regular basis and I'm close to. I haven't seen her for over a year now, because of all this, and that's really hard for me and her. So I'm feeling awful about that. I can't see my fiance, so I'm feeling awful about that, and I've got nothing to do. You know what? That is like the absolute meanness to just delete that, because it's not like they posted like a Happy New Year message. It's not like that was somehow going to. They had a Christmas Day message. So it wasn't like that was going to, be overshadowed by this video. I'm just bringing people to the page, and I just wanted to do something nice. And as always, when I try to do something nice, somebody decides to just be a dick about it, or something comes up and I get kicked in the balls about it, straight in the jingle bells. Whether or not it's thanking people for all their hard work, in which case one of my friends becomes a tit, or alternatively, it's just stuff like this, man. And I'm kind of, I was done with Christmas Day within 25 minutes, and it it's depressing enough without other people trying to just screw stuff. So that's fine, because I'm going to go off and I'm going to do a stream. I'm going to do something. I'm going to turn this positive. It's short notice, but screw it. I'm going to go and do a nice Twitch live stream on the Last Minute Continue channel, and I'm going to do. I'll tell you what I was going to do. I was going to do Sonic 06. I was going to play through Sonic 06, and I'd already said on the previous stream I was going to instigate similar rules to the Race for Good rules, in terms of lose a life for this, that, and the other, because 2020 couldn't get any worse. That was the idea. Like the old joke was, 2020 couldn't be worse, let's take on Sonic 06. So naturally I go to where the stuff for the capture card is, and somebody has taken the capture card USB wire and has borrowed it. And I don't know when this was, because it's been a very long time since I've used the capture card. My Elgato HD 60S, which is currently in my hand. It's currently on a £150 block of useless plastic, because it requires a specific USB cable. And lo and behold, I only own one of them, and it's that particular one that's missing. So I naturally turned the entire place over to try and find this, because I wanted to do this. I wanted to make turn this into some fun that we can all enjoy, and do something for good. So naturally, about 4 things of mine broke in this process, from various parts of the house. A poster of mine got destroyed. It's hardly. I'm hardly, going through there in a fit of anger, just tearing the place apart. I'm moving stuff, and just have like okay, so a poster of mine's destroyed. Okay, so my torch is broken because I was trying to get stuff. I'd already taken off the Xbox One, and I'd unplugged everything from the back of the TV and everything, and in the process of this, the clothes horse decides to fall over onto the TV. I'm not sure if the TV's damaged or not. It hit it with a massive clump in the middle of the screen, and because of how things are, and because I've also so I don't have a TV signal or TV license at the minute because I don't have a TV signal because it's crap where I live, and I've unplugged the Xbox One. So there's nothing that can really go on the screen, so I can't tell whether or not the TV's now broken. So that's that. There's a couple of things. A pot got knocked over and smashed. So again, I turned the whole place over, like I said, and also managed to cut my head open on my desk, trying to find various ports that would actually work. So it's been so by lunchtime I did not eat anything. I did not eat anything. It was awful. So yeah, I was just depressed as all hell. I feel a lot better today, which is why I'm about to begin over the course of the next music break to start cooking my Christmas dinner, and that's probably going to be the entire theme of this episode. Is I'm upset, I'm trying to feel better, here's some Christmas music, and I'm going to try and cook Christmas dinner for myself on Boxing Day, because of course you do. Now that I've thoroughly depressed you all lot as well, at the beginning of the show we had some Payday 2, because we recently completed Payday 2's big secret on the Twitch live stream for LMC. You missed me doing cosplay, which is something that doesn't happen. You missed me in my full suit and me Payday mask and me blue gloves as well. So bad luck with that, but you can probably find it on the VODs or on the YouTube channel at a later date. The good thing about this show is it's as long as it is. It's not. I didn't initially plan to do one. I plan to take some more time off because it's been kind of hard to do the Redux shows again recently. But we haven't got an LMC cast. I wanted something to be around for this, and the guys at Radio Redux thought, it'd be kind of good because if we do like a little series and like a mini event after Winterfest. I know we had the Winterfest stuff in the bumper at the beginning, but I liked the mashup. And honest to goodness, one of the great things about the most satisfying thing from that entire Radio Redux Christmas Carol thing, which was put together very, very quickly once again, the fact that people noticed that the intro mashup at the beginning had all the Winterfest bumpers down through the years. So that people actually noticed that was kind of a nice, because the intro stuff at the beginning is it's a mashup of all the various intro bumper type stuff that precedes that preceded It Rocks, the Redux theme. And it's a mix of all those down the years from when we came back, and including the live shows when they were branded differently. There's a snippet of Saliva's Ladies and Gentlemen in there as well. So yeah, the fact that people noticed that actually meant a lot to me, a lot more than you'd perhaps think. But like I say, at the beginning of the show, I've completely lost my track and thread and what have you. But it was Pimped Out Getaway from Payday 2. Oh, what fun it is to ride the Pimped Out Getaway! And we're going to go on to more music. Lots more music, in fact. Lots and lots and lots, because we don't have a Rexy after us, because Rexy's off sunning herself, I guess, somewhere tropical Perhaps she's opened the oven and is just in the middle of the kitchen, is just sunning herself that way, just getting a tan. Because no one's going freaking anywhere in this country right now. There's amazing. Also, thanks to Rexy and everybody else for that episode. By the way, it was really kind of them, and every single one of them was like, yeah, sure. And it's just a shame we didn't get to do like another part of it, because I really wanted to do a bunch of other stuff as part of that, but time and the fact that I felt crap kind of hindered it. But like I say, because of no Rexy, it means we are without limit break once again. We are not doing the whole hour, because I've been rattling on for goodness knows how long already, telling you terrible tales of depression. But we're gonna go until I'm done. Basically, it's not a time extension show. It's not like we had earlier in this particular season. So it's not like all music 100% of the time, and to hell with whatever comes afterwards. It's as long, this show as long as it is. I've got a bunch of tracks that I want to play, so I feel like it. A lot of overclock remix actually in this particular one for some reason, but we'll go with it. There's a bunch of stuff, and we're gonna start off with even more Payday 2 actually. But Payday 2 did an actual Christmas album. They did a Christmas album as a download for this with the guy who voices Hoxton, and they tied it in a little bit to the story of Hoxton's escape, which is actually, I'm actually playing a snippet of the first track that you hear is going to be a lot of talking, and it's just a snippet of this introduction to the album, where Hoxton goes on about how he's still in jail and he's talking to his lawyer. But I'm going to cut it off at a very specific place. So we've got that, which then goes into the song "A Heist Not Attempted Before" with Hoxton singing. Honest to goodness, this is all really good. This album, it really is. So you've got "A Heist Not Attempted Before," followed by "I've Been a Bad Boy," again from Payday 2. It's a Christmas album. And after that, we are going into... Right, okay. So, we're going into Vacation Simulator after that. Track by Daniel Perry. And this track has the best title I've ever seen for a music track. The track name is as follows: the feeling of relaxing in the hot tub with your friends and trying to catch a snowflake with your mouth, only to realise that the particle system in the simulation doesn't have colliders and the snow just falls through your face. Yeah, that's honest to goodness the track name. Enough of me talking though. Let's have some music. I've got to go off and stick a turkey in the oven. No, that's not a euphemism.
On iTunes, Spotify, and Radio Sega, you're listening to Radio Redux.
So, Mr. Bo...
Hoxton. I've told you to just call me Hoxton.
Okay, Mr. Hoxton, then. How's the Christmas album coming along?
Yeah, great. I got some other roommates to sing harmonies. Silent Heist. Anyway, thanks for helping me get the recording equipment cleared in security.
Yeah, no problem.
This is a story, I promise it's true. A tale of a crafty old robbery crew. They could clean any safe in a minute or two. They had hit every bank and post office too. They had snatched every diamond and valuable gem. Seemed like nothing could offer a challenge to them. Then one Christmas they hatched a most brilliant score. A plan for a heist not attempted before. So they painted their guns white and learned how to ski. They got their disguise from a Christmas tree. Then they went to the North Pole as fast as could be. They were going to rob Santa's toy factory. My kind of crew, like taking candy from a baby. They travelled through blizzards for over a week, till they saw Santa's factory up on a peak. By the candy cane fence they then started to sneak. Seemed security there was surprisingly weak. Round the factory building came elves on the way, bringing bags full of toys down to Santa's big sleigh. They were busy as bees, but they froze at the sound when our robbery crew shouted down on the ground. Then a plan as efficient as clockwork commenced, where they melted away the elf snowball defence. Then they hog-tied the reindeers inside of their fence, and the helpers soon slept, thanks to gas in the vents. Nice touch. They blew up the fuse box and turned on night vision. Then they utilised shape charges to get inside. They drilled through security doors with precision. Then manhandled Santa and had him tied. Oh yeah! Serves him right, big red fucker. Santa was tougher to crack than they thought. He just wouldn't surrender the code for the vault. Though they stepped on his glasses so he couldn't see, and an ice pick was used to crack open his knee. Good one. After waterborne torture and kicking his balls, after hours of smashing his face into walls, they finally realised just what did the trick when they threatened to cut off Santa's beard so thick. You have got a dirty mind. So he gave up the code and they all gathered round to find out just what treasures were there to be found. As the vault door swung open they realised why a heist against Santa had never been tried. They looked in the vault and they all felt like rookies. See, inside there were just lots of milk and cookies. Oh dear God, you fucking amateurs! Why do you think no one's done it before? Dickheads. I've been a bad boy this year. I'm not gonna get any Christmas gift. Santa's rules are very clear. I get a lump of coal on the 25th. My stocking won't contain no treat or candy cane. You see, a bad boy right here. Santa will skip me on this year's shift. Alright, listen now. You'll get no trip to Spain if you're crawling in the fast lane. No winter coat for you if you piss beside the loo. Let's kick it up a notch, shall we? Forget about that laptop case if you drew a big dick on your sleeping friend's face. Ain't that the truth? You'll get no bottle of wine if you cheat when you play online. And that's just wrong, and you know it, you bastards. I've been a bad boy this year. I'm not gonna get any Christmas gift. Santa's rules are very clear. I get a lump of coal on the 25th. You better believe it. My stocking won't contain no treat or candy cane. You see, a bad boy right here. Santa will skip me on this year's shift. Alright, hang on. You won't get a rock guitar if you robbed an armoured car. You'll get no pyjama dress if you work for the IRS. Yeah, that escalated quickly, didn't it? Wait, it gets worse. Forget about those poker decks if you date your best friend's ex. And definitely no watch for you If you ask a woman when she's due, and it turns out she just, could use a little exercise. All together now. I've been a bad boy this year. I'm not gonna get any Christmas gift. Santa's rules are very clear. I get a lump of coal on the 25th. My stocking won't contain no treat or candy cane. You see a bad boy right here. Santa will skip me on this year's shift. Santa will skip me on this year's shift. Santa will skip me on this year's shift.
Okay, so the turkey's not in yet. Some Vacation Simulator there with Payday 2 Christmas album. Those are the last 3 tracks. So, at least I'm feeling a bit better today. You know, it's. I woke up this morning. I was just glad it was Boxing Day. I've never been so glad it was Boxing Day in my life. But you know, it's just Blue Christmas or what? We've got a lot to do for this dinner, you know. But then again, my Christmas dinner yesterday was literally like egg on toast, so it wasn't really. That was literally all I ate yesterday. Honest to goodness, I was just felt like hurling myself off the balcony. There was so 3 tracks there. We're going to have another 3 tracks up in a second, all of which are going to be from Overclock Remix from various different eras. So, I've got to decide on the fly here which ones I'm going to do. We've got, let's see. Well, we've got some more Overclock Remix later, but for the start off, we're going to have the Grand Maverick remix battle from 2010, Electron Freeze, which was Izzy Glow versus Duff McWhalen. After which, there's going to be Project Chaos. You remember the Sonic and Free and Knuckles arrangement album? Hetsenis with That Freezing Feeling, which I know people quite like. Overshadowed a bit by, the 2 big ones on that album, but That Freezing Feeling is really nice. And then after that, we've got a version of the Blizzard Buffalo stage from Mega Man X3, which is part of Mega Man X's Maverick Rising album on Overclock Remix. Anskaros is the remixer, and Noble Creature of Snow is the name of the remix. So those are your tracks coming up. At some point, I'm going to have to open presents. I do have some from various things from work and other places. Like I got something from Mr. Vija. He said he and his girlfriend sent stuff for myself and Kat. But it's not seeing Double Cross. I'm not kind of in the mood to open them yet. Then again, I got last year's Christmas present from him like July. Vija is the only person from the LMC team apart from Double Cross I've seen this year. Let me rephrase that. Who I've seen this year after the pandemic started, because I did see F at my birthday in February. So there's so they're just sitting there, but I just can't bring up the effort to do it, which is a weird thing. So yeah, Christmases are complicated, aren't they? I think that's the first time I'm actually going to try to properly cook a proper Christmas dinner for myself. I've already done a load of prep in the time that I've been away and you've been listening to music, including using more kitchen foil than I think I've ever used in my life in order to separate out various pots and pans to accommodate all the things, because my oven's crap. It's the worst thing in the world to try and cook an actual proper meal on a cooker, which is awful, and mine is. But yeah, and then you've got to do all. If you don't live on your own and you don't cook, the amount of mental arithmetic you have to do and judgment calls on stuff when you look at the item in question and it says it needs to be on whatever temperature. I'm using gas. It's got to be on gas mark 4 for X minutes. I was like, oh, okay, but this needs to be on gas mark 5, and this one needs to be on gas mark 6. How do I get them down? How do I calculate the cooking time if it's got to go a bit quicker at a higher temperature and they've got other stuff that's going slower? I need to bring everything down to one specific common value so I can figure this out. But then I have to get them in and out at the right or wrong times. It's like, oh no, that's not the wrong time. Only the right times. No, I put something in. I put something in like 20 minutes earlier than I should do. No, it's all a disaster. So the turkey's got to go in for like an hour 40, which fair enough. But but on Mark 4, but everything else is 5. Everything else is 5 and 6. So I'm going to probably end up with like horribly dry turkey. It's all going to be a disaster. But screw it. Let's go for it. Yeah. Turkey, sausage meat, potatoes, carrots, Yorkshire puddings, bread sauce, pigs in blankets, potatoes, parsnips, stuffing. All this stuff's got to be done. Various times in various pots and pans. It's going to be a pain. Anyway, more music, please. More music. Distract me. My brain's thinking of stuff again. Like I said, Electron Freeze, followed by That Freezing Feeling, followed by A Noble Creature of Snow. Those are your 3 Overclocked remix related tracks. Those are coming up next. Good news, everybody. The turkey breast turns out is already pre-stuffed. So that's one thing out of the way. I don't have to worry about it anymore. I am very happy about that. Yes, I have in the space. In the space of that music break, I've done all sorts of additional prep. More things are covered in more foil. I've pre-buttered my parsnips. Not something you can get away with on television, but radio it's fine. Dear. I'm getting a bit more into this now. I'm feeling a bit more like myself again. There's all sorts have been going on, naturally enough, and but no, this is something that I can do. You know, it's something practical that I can do. I've been very, like I say, I was out of sorts with most everything really at the minute, and a lot of the stuff that normally brings me some sort of peace of mind is failing to do so. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting on with this. News-wise, Microsoft Flight Simulator came to VR, which, you know, is one of those ones where you kind of think, well, actually, yeah, that makes perfect sense as a game that can translate over to VR with probably not that much in the way of problems, certainly from a first-person view as the pilot. I'm also not sure how effective it would be just if you're watching the plane. You know, it's something that I think only would work from that first-person point of view. Cyberpunk 2077. We talked about that on last week's show. Sold more than 13 million copies despite everything that's been going on. But then again, you compare that with Among Us. Apparently, nearly 500 million users played Among Us in November. 500 million. Oh my goodness. What the heck? Cyberpunk 2077 also getting its 1.06 update, which was specifically to reduce your fear of corrupted save games, but not of the rest of the game being an absolute disaster. There's what other things are there? Oh, speaking of games that were the hot thing, Fall Guys, the ninja skin's now out because you really needed that. You can have a small, cute thing do a pom-pom dance, maybe. Other than that, that's pretty much it for now. Oh, I mean, to continue the 2077 news, though, the Microsoft Store listing was given a actual warning for bugs, just to really drive home just how you should avoid it. Oh, it's so unfortunate for that team. Not only that, apparently, you know, cherry on top, an investor is suing CD Projekt over the bungled 2077 launch. This is according to The Verge. CD Projekt said it would be vigorously defending itself against the investors' claims. Actually, this is reported in Bloomberg. Let's get my sourcing correct. This is actually reported in Bloomberg. It's a class action suit, but the plaintiff calls for the court to adjudicate whether the actions undertaken by the company and members of its management board in connection with the release of Cyberpunk 2077 constituted a violation of federal laws, i.e. by mishandling investors and consequently causing them to incur losses. No quantity has been named in terms of what damages requested, but after this is something that we didn't report on. In the 3 days after 2077 was released, the company's American depository receipts fell 25% and fell another 16% after Sony removed the game on December the 18th. So it's all going bad It's all going bad. Let's go back to things that are good, such as music. Who, what, how are we going to do that? We're going to have a couple of town-related melodies, of course. In any kind of adventure RPG, there's always one town or city which is the city of snow. In a lot of cases, it's I play Flanor from Tales of Symphonia a lot because I love Tales of Symphonia, and that's the city of snow, if I recall correctly. But I'm not going to play that today, although we are going to be playing some Tales of Fantasia later. Up next, though, we've got from 7th Dragon 2020, the music from Daiba, Freezing Town, and then some Undertale, Toby Fox with Snowdin Town. Those are your two. Enjoy. And there'll probably be some even more music after that. We'll see. A little bit of Ubisoft there for you. In fact, that was actually from Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Double Agent, and that was the Iceland fight. Music composed by Michael McCann. Okay, so stuff is in the oven. The initial plan, which was to... because, again, I'm not cooked Christmas dinner. A proper Christmas dinner before. I'm also cooking for, like, 3 people. I know there's only one of me, but I'm cooking for 3 people because I want to see if I can do stuff for the future when I would probably end up having to cook for 3 people. Anyway, the initial plan was to somehow, like, segment off part of where the turkey's cooking and do other bits and do it all at the same time. It turns out, apparently, I can just cook the turkey first and then just leave it on the side and it'll be perfectly fine. I have been informed. So, on that basis, that's what I'm doing. The bird is in. The bird is in for 1 hour, 40 minutes. That's like, ooh, another 30 minutes on top of this show. Maybe I'll stick a headphone in the oven as well so it could listen to Radio Redux. I mean, it's already been decapitated. What's the worst that can happen to it? Oh dear. So, what trimmings do you guys have? So, I do not have the full range of vegetables that I would normally say were due on my plate at Christmas. There's the aforementioned parsnips that continue to sit there in their pre-buttered state. But there is also a bunch that's got some like sort of small baby carrots. But normally it'd be like broccoli and, you know, there would be sprouts. I don't know where you stand on sprouts. Personally, where I stand on sprouts is they have to be cooked in a certain way. And if you discover what that certain way is, you are a king or queen of the kitchen. However, to actually discover that, you must first indulge in at least 25 years of failed experiments. But if you get it right, they're very nice. I mean, you'd be farting for ages afterwards because that's what they do. Like, these Brussels sprouts are delicious. What do you mean? What do you mean, what was that? It was the dog. My God, if you actually fed the dog Brussels sprouts, what an absolute terrible thing that would be. Back into the music we go. And yes, it's time to have some Sega. It is time. It has been put off long enough. He's playing Ubisoft music on Radio Sega, for goodness sake. We can't have any of this. What we can have, though, is some Hyper Potions and Jun Sonoi with the Ice-Mounted Lap music from Team Sonic Racing. After which, we will have... What else? What shall we have after that? How about... we'll pair that up with some Link Between Worlds. Legend of Zelda Link Between Worlds. Ryo Nagamatsu's Ice Ruins. I seem to recall the Ice Temple in that being rather devilish. So, but I also recall the music being very nice. So, those are your two. Actually, let's make it free. Let's make it free. Why not? Let's sandwich Legend of Zelda between two Sonic-y tracks. We'll do Diamond Dust Act 1. I do like Diamond. I like all the Sonic 3D music, but yes, it will be the Saturn version, the far superior version of like all the tracks. Those are your free. Enjoy.
For 15 years, bringing you the best in video game music. This is Radio Redux.
The sounds of Richard Jakes. I can only assume his doorbell sounds like that, you know. Anyway, so, honesty time. It is now the day after. This is how difficult the show has been to record. The Christmas dinner came off fantastically. Absolutely fantastically. It looked amazing. It tasted amazing. I was really proud. And I threw it up again about 2 hours later. So, yeah, I'm pretty certain the sausage meat was bad. There was something. It looked odd and tasted a bit odd. Yeah. I've been in contact with everything else now, so all the everything else has to be thrown away. Yay! That's great. Really happy about that. My Christmas continues to get better. In fact, my Christmas continues to get better so much I've turned to other people's Christmases to try and make things slightly happier. Right, so I've asked the wise heads and smart-mouthed keyboards of both the Radio Sega and LMC Discords, what wondrous things have you received or bought or anything basically video game related over the Christmas period? What presents have you got? Come on, tell us your prezzies. Boast about it. Also, tell me whether or not you've got anything that was really, really odd. And that's what I asked. So, naturally enough, we've had a smattering of responses. According to Skyblaze, parents gave them mostly money. With that money, they bought Undertale and Sakura Wars in PSN sale, and also the Pokemon Swords Shield expansion pass. Also discovered that Pokemon Sword and Shield has a Streets of Rage tribute at the Dark Gym, which made them laugh. Okay, that's pretty good. That obviously works out quite well with the Undertale music we had earlier, of course. Gum, but festive. I can only assume that gum is flavoured with mince pies. Or brandy butter. Brandy butter. I don't know why I'm saying it like that, but it sounds funny. What have you got? Have you got everything that you need? Yes. Yes, dear. I've got absolutely everything. We've got the Christmas puddings. Yeah, we've got the Brussels sprouts. Got the potatoes. Got the turkey that's in there. Got stuffing, everything, and we also have the brandy butter. Skyblaze's friend also gave them a some sort of guidebook / kit, being a cosplayer. And the only thing the thing that immediately catches my eye is some poor soul dressed as Dipper Pies getting slapped in the face. I don't know. Being a cosplayer by Catherine Hemmings. You're welcome to look that up and see what they got. Anyway, back to Gum But Festive. I was a heckin' lucky person and won some very cool things from Typing Vipers. I am a to be proud poster parent, courtesy of Skyblaze. Well, that's lovely. Also, and this is perhaps the nicest thing I've seen. I managed to successfully teach my Gramps how to use Skype. The ultimate victory. The ultimate victory, and very important for both you and your grandfather. I think going forward, we've still got, a lot of time left in this situation that we're all going through, and contact is so super important. It really is. 7 frosts are freezing. Have you tried turning the thermostat up a bit? Just a suggestion. I got a Bioshock collection for Switch from my parents. Never played any of them before. And MX versus ATV All Out for Switch from my brother. Nice. I also picked up the Codemasters Humble Bundle as a gift to myself, which has got F1 2019, Dirt Rally 2.0 and Grid on it. Get them now before EA ruins everything. For the love of God, if you wanted something from Codemasters, get it now. We didn't say that about EA. That was in the news that we didn't cover. EA steaming in to say, oh, actually, we'll have that from Codemasters. Poor Cody's fans going, oh God, Take-Two are going to take. Well, it could be worse. EA goes, hold my G Fuel. I think we'll have some of that. Oh, God, no. Can you imagine it? EAF1. It's in the fast lane. Oh, God. Rexy, a.k.a. the Rexmas Pudding. Is she covered in brandy butter? That's personal information we're not entitled to. Game-wise, they got Kingdom Hearts, Melody of Memory, and while she asked for the PS4 version, quote, Mum got it for the Switch, so it's an odd present, but a great present all in one. I've been a long-time fan of Kingdom Hearts, so it's cool to go through the series in a rhythm game format. Indeed. Double Cross is a big Kingdom Hearts fan. I am not so much a Kingdom Hearts fan. I tried playing Kingdom Hearts once, the original Kingdom Hearts once. And I scared Double Cross because of just how angry I got. The camera was so bad in the middle of the first, effectively boss fight. It got stuck behind a rock. I couldn't see what I was doing, and nothing I did was apparently doing anything. And I got so angry, I scared her. And I've not played it since. It kind of put me off. I never wanted to touch the damn thing again. I'm sure some Twitch. Oh God, this is a suggestion for people. Currently on the Twitch channel, when you reach a certain point on channel points, there's a pick your poison. Well, I'm sure somebody will do that. Somebody will say, you should play Kingdom Hearts. To which I will go, you should screw off, frankly. And then they'll go, but I've got the channel points. And I will cry. In terms of merch, Rexy also got a Pikachu mug from one of their aunts, a Crash Bandicoot adult colouring book from my brother, and my parents also got both art books for Crash Bandicoot 4 and Spyro Reignited Trilogy. And Rexy's going to give all of that away on the next... No, she's not really. Because of some socialisation over the weekend, I'm expected to take my time with both books, but they both gave me a great first impression with the initial character design and thought processes. That's good. Old Snakeab Marley, Mr. Viper Esquire, got a Radio Sega hoodie to replace a missing one. Was that lost, or was that damaged, or what? What happened there? Did somebody steal your Radio Sega hoodie? Hang on, for the power of editing. Dramatic. Let me try that again. Let me try to get 1 second. Green Viper, old Snakeab Marley over there. Mr. Viper got a Radio Sega hoodie to replace his existing one, which was missing. It was missing! That's how severe that is. A stolen. I'm going to assume stolen. It was stolen! Radio Sega hoodie. Normally that sounds reserved to one thing from previous radio shows. Danica Patrick! You see what I mean. So anyway, we've got... remember there is a Radio Sega shop, everybody. And very soon, with any luck, for when the thing launches, the new site launches, there will be a LMC shop as well, and you can get. Oh my God! It's taken over 15 years, but there will be Radio Redux merchandise. There's a Radio Redux shirt, which is made and that I own and need to tweak because it's a little bit out of alignment. But yeah, that is a thing that is coming your way. Coming your way. I don't know what else we'll do. There's at least one Blue Ghost. You know, the speedy one. There's one T-shirt featuring that, which does look really good. It looks really good. So yeah, the G2G shirt's coming. The Run the Titles shirt is coming. There's some LMKO merch, which has already seen. Well, it's already seen the light of day on various streams involving the crew. So there's that. And we're going to see how things go from there. But hey, anyway. Moving along. Green Viper also received food, which his heart greatly appreciated. I would have thought your stomach greatly appreciated it more. I hope your stomach appreciated the food more than mine did, as apparently. It might be a bad beer, you know, because I was fine. I was fine until I drank this beer. And then it was like, whoa. It's like when it's like when you've eaten something bad and your stomach is like, nope. And it's like, it's not like if it's easy, like it hurts, and he goes, nope, out. And it's like, oh, okay, out. No, seriously, out. Oh God. Rexy also says that the OCR posted a remastered version of the White Acropolis track from the TSS MA12 album on Christmas Day. Man, that sounds like something we could seek into, doesn't it? We're approaching 2 hours. What fun! That's slightly more fun than the first half of this show. Anyway, that was in... well, first up, it was Rexy's track, which was called Tactile Snowfall. I remember this when it came out originally, actually. It's actually a composition of a few things in there. It's not just White Acropolis. The two parts of White Acropolis, actually, Snowy Peak and the bass. It's also a bit of his world in there as well, you may have heard. But yes, that was that. Followed by some Eternal Arcadia, Town of Ice. And one more OC remix track, being I said about it earlier, from the Summoning of Spirits album, which you know I love. It's from The Joker, and that was Cold Memory, aka Freeze, from Tales of Fantasia. We have a couple of tracks left to play. Just a couple, I'm happy to say. One from Hitman Contracts called Winter Night, and then it wouldn't be appropriate end to the show without Dragon in Nights. Grabbing Nights by its left-handed part of its hat, dragging it in and saying, "You do Sweet Snow." Do the Sweet Snow version of Dream Dreams to see us out, because of course. But until we get to those, let me just go through the rest of these, because hey, why not? There was Gavi and Mina's daughter spent their Christmas money on a number of things, apparently. 80% of which was Sonic related. Start them young, folks. Start them young. Oh dear. Alexis got a... What is that? Let me see. A super stretchy Sonic. Yeah, it's think of a Stretch Armstrong, but Sonic. I could see a video of that being torn apart by cars in the future. Not by Alexis, thank goodness. There's a Sonic action figure of sorts which has a Sonic-y snowboard. There is Knuckles, who comes with the smallest Master Emerald I think I've ever seen. Is that the Master Emerald? Oh, it's accessory included. I think it's supposed to be the Master Emerald. It's light green, is bigger than what you would say was a normal Chaos Emerald size, put it that way. And then you've got Metal Sonic, who comes with like an Eggman capsule or something. And also some other stuff too. Oh. Well, I hope Alexis enjoys those. That's going to be good for them. What else? Who else has been doing... Residence D says that's some top-notch parenting there, Gabby. Well, yeah, good. There's... who else has said something? There's discussion about Christmas and the meaning thereof. What was the LMC lot said? Well... everyone mentions the stuff I bought them, and that's no good. No one's interested in that. Turbo treated himself to the new PC, which once we get around this horrible odd microphone issue, he keeps getting silenced or something. Someone keeps wanting to take over the sound, I think, or mute him in some fashion. It's not Windows 10 because we tried that. So once we figure out that, he's got a bit of a beast of a PC, as Mr. Turbo now. So make sure you head over to twitch.tv/TurboDrive Live to check out his almost daily streams now. Almost daily streams now he does. So, yeah, well worth a look. Also check out us as well, obviously. Last Minute Continue on Twitch. At this point in the show, we're probably just preparing to go live on there. And we had a semi-request for Dead by Daylight, so that's probably going to be that. And what else? The oddest gift I ever got in the past was several years ago, says Turbo, when I was gifted a jar of Nutella. It wasn't festive themed in any way, just a large jar of regular Nutella. Well, if you've still got that Nutella, Turbo, when all the Brexit stuff properly happened, it will probably go up in value quite a lot. In fact, Nutella might end up being the new currency, not of the UK, but of the world, in our post-apocalyptic, post-2020 era. So, if you've still got it, keep hold of it. It's precious. It's like the film Waterworld, where paper is the most expensive thing ever. It soon will become to pass that Nutella is that too. SJ says, aside from money, which is also being saved up for a custom PC, funnily enough, all the components to build one, SJ got an Evercade. Wow, with all of the carts that are currently released, which is pretty nice. Evercade, a platform people kind of forget about. In fact, I'm willing to bet that most of the people listening kind of just go, huh? When they hear that. So look it up. Look up what an Evercade is. In terms of odd presents, socks or deodorants, due to how cheap they got. How many of the guys listening got Lynx or Axe in America? And how many of them was Lynx Africa? Lynx Africa are the most awful frickin' smelling Lynx fragrance. Alright? And for some reason has survived the cull of fragrances over the years. Back in the day when we had the likes of, you know, Inca and Oh, crikey, I can't remember the other stuff. All those, I always had Java, and Java was amazing, and that was me. So naturally, they got rid of it. But Java was one of those ones that hung on for a long time. But seriously, Dix Africa sucks. Stop giving it to people. Really sucks. We've got Mr. Venato got... Well, Mr. Venato gave, like, everybody in the LMC team Pummel Party. So I guess we're playing Pummel Party at some point on stream, everybody. Woo. There's... There's Castle Crashers, Virgil DLC for Devil May Cry 5, Ship Remastered, PC Building Simulator from various people. People tried giving me Unrailed, and Vija happened to be the second person that sent it to me. I assume he must have scheduled it. So instead he got creative and dumped Cuphead on me like the evil genius he is. Vija, did you give Venato Cuphead? That's mean. That's mean. Oh, dear. And yes, Venato mentions I got him an Elder Scrolls recipe book because he likes his Elder Scrolls and he likes his time in the kitchen. So I thought combine the two, and I got him an Elder Scrolls cookbook. He needs to cook some skooma now, apparently. And that's kind of it. Nobody else said anything. But I hope you guys all got what you wanted, or got what you can sell on eBay. One of the two. We're going to end things there. It's old school Radio Redux. We're going to be a full 2 hours. We've still got tracks to have. Like I say, we've got some Hitman contracts. And then some Knight's Journey of Dreams. Those are your two final games for today. I hope you enjoyed this selection of music with an idiot in between. And I'll be back soonish, I guess. Unlike a lot of the other DJs on Radio Sega, Radio Redux's season is never ever defined by the actual calendar year. So we'll be around. I know obviously we're not around every week with Radio Redux on the LMC block for Radio Sega, but Radio Redux itself, I will actually end this elongated 9th season, which has gone over several years, obviously, with the specials and what have you. It's going to end as it normally ends, Radio Redux season. It will end around my birthday in February. So you've still got some time left. Will we be back next week? I don't know. It depends. I might do a themed week. If I do, there's some stuff that I've been wanting to do for a little while. So if I'm in the right place mentally, we might get that. But if there's one thing you can take away from this show, it's that apart from Links Africa sucks, it's that make sure you're talking to your family, please. Make sure you're reaching out to them and you're letting them know that you're okay and checking that they're okay. If communication is difficult because this, that and the other, make sure that you can try and set up for the future. This is after this as well. Do what Gum did. Was it Gum earlier? Yes, Gum did earlier, and help those relatives set up other means of communication, whether it's Zoom or Skype or Discord or WebEx or any of those types of things. Make sure you've got something there, because being alone on important days when you're told and expected that you're to have a good time, you're gonna have a good time. It's the funnest times of the year. It's hard for that, and you've got the addition of all this stuff we've been dealing with. and the pressure that there's been. So reach out to your friends, reach out to your family, let them know you're fine, and let them know it's okay to not be fine. Be there if you're needed, because they will be there for you if you need them. That's all for tonight. Bye, everybody. Have a happy new year.
see you are not far away. Anytime, any place, I can see your face. You are that special one that I've been waiting for. And I hope you're looking for someone like me. In my dreams, I get you calling me. In the night, everything's so sweet in your eyes. I feel there's so much inside. In the night's dream delight, I want to see you standing there. In the night's dream delight, I found someone who really cares. In the night's dream delight, I want to see you smile again. In the night's dream delight, you are the one I've waited for. In a dream we can do everything we want to. There's nowhere I'd rather be, oh, but here with you. Stars above light the way, only for you and I'm so glad I found the one I've been looking for. Keep a dream of the one you're hoping for. Love can come through an open door. Just be strong, and you're sure to find the one. In the night's dream delight, I want to see